Owning a car and building a car like this, it is an illness. Smoke pouring off the tyres, out the exhaust. It's all part of it, it's all part of the passion.
I took a friend of mine, did a road trip to a race meeting in Switzerland, and when we got there he described it as sitting on the bonnet of the car hanging onto the windscreen like this.
Here is Duncan Pittaway, ladies and gentlemen. Pittaway in the 1911 Fiat S76, a car that did 135 mile an hour.
It's my life, I do it as a job, I do it as a hobby, I don't do anything else.
Lights are now off on the safety car. I'd hoped they'd manage to draw them, and James Collingham has got to get up close to Rob Hall, or Rob Hall will have a real advantage.
15 and 8, that's going to be Hatfield in a minute.
Tom Christensen, 9 times Le Mans winner, hops into the number 15 Ferrari. Wolfgang Friedrichs making great progress. Just behind him, was that the number 15? Yes, it was.
Christensen certainly closing in. He's now within 2 seconds, 1.9 seconds.
Andrew Smith is leading for how much longer? Oh, and look at the lap from Christensen.
129.5. This is where we're around Hatfield. He's done the same again.
Again, the better traction through not just the first part of the lap, but the second part too. He gets the power down, wonderful cornering potential, and round the outside of our erstwhile race leader, Andrew Smith.
This is the 2016 Goodwood Festival of Speed, all about full throttle, and Lord March is about to experience just that.
With his right foot hard down, he's got a huge fly-off hydraulic hammering, and here we go, outside Goodwood House, Lord March is being donutted.
Today I'm going to be testing two Lexus cars, namely the RCF and the utterly superb LFA, which really launched Lexus as a performance car maker, not just a luxurious car maker.
And away they go, great start from pole position.
They look purposeful, mean.
Great honour to have a race named after my father here at this event.
With a driver change, the pit lane will get crowded. They'll be dragged out of their GT40. New driver jumps in, struggles with the seatbelt, hoping not to lose any time in the pits.
Mike Skinner, we're on board with him with the NASCAR Craftsman truck. He leaves the line. Now this will be a quick run, ladies and gentlemen. We're expecting him to be top 5. Won't be quick off the line, but it's got top speed, so it's got the length, it's got the stride in its gearing.
A little bit messy on the exit of turns 1 and 2 there. Gathers it up on board as we come over the brow. You can see, you cannot see Moulcom until you are on it. Get it back over to the right, get it turned in, clip the apex. A little bit oversteering on the exit, and he fires it towards the flint wall.
Up he goes towards that wall, Henry. 38.0 through the next a little bit of oversteer. He was going towards the wall, he was going towards the bales. He's half a second off at that last intermediate split. We come back on board with him. This is mental stuff as he goes through the last left-hander, and this is going to be 130 plus miles an hour as he crosses the finish line. And he's done it! 50.44, 132 miles an hour. He goes to the top of the pile.
An absolute battle royal. Unbelievable.
I don't recognise the face, but I recognise the fingers. I was behind the Capri, and every time he just made it, I couldn't get past him. No. And every time he slowed me down, you just went past every corner.
A pretty brutal car, I would think. This one's been rebuilt over 4 years, but it's been rebuilt to original spec. The
car that took the fight to the Porsche 917 and the Ferrari 512.
Fantastic to see the Porsche 917s, the Ferrari 512s and the Lola T70s out on the grid, reunited with the Porsche 917 that he drove here in 1970 when he first tested the car. Richard Atwood, Le Mans winner, the first Le Mans winner for Porsche, also out in one of the 917s he had raced in period. So not just the cars, but the drivers, the right drivers in the right cars. And the cameras were snapping all out around the circuit. The Lola T70s, not as fated as the Porsches and the Ferraris, but they mopped up many, many sports car wins in period. And the cars not just being driven around the circuit, but driven with considerable gusto.